What's up, guys? Today I'm going to be bringing you a video on how to beat Luke and how to really just fight him at an optimal level. Just like Ryu, he is a Shoto, so he's all about using mid-range pokes and fireballs. His fireball game is really strong. He has one of the fastest fireballs in the game, even faster than Ryu. Not his heavy fireball, but his light fireball is very fast, so his zoning game's very strong. Another notable thing about Luke is his pokes, specifically his standing medium kick and crouching medium kick. So I have Luke here doing some movement and then using standing medium kick. This is one of his best pokes to use throughout the match. You know, it does little, but he gets little bits of damage here and there, and it helps keep the opponent at bay. So in order to deal with this move, you're gonna just want to go into the lab, and you don't even have to make him move around like this, how I'm doing. You can just have him do record him doing a neutral jump and then do stand medium kick, and then you can just practice learning the range and then practice with punishing it, because this is going to be a theme of how to beat characters, is learning their ranges for their normals, so that way you can play at an optimal range and you know where to, walk in and walk back at to try and bait his pokes. Another good move of his is stand heavy punch. It's really slow, but it has a lot of recovery as well, so if he whiffs it, you have plenty of time to just react and whiff punish. You might even be able to do a drive rush if you anticipate it a little better. Maybe not. But yeah, just try to learn the range for this, and then you can go ahead and whiff punish. Luke's definitely one of those characters where you want to try to whiff punish him. And the thing with whiff punishing in this game are hitboxes extend further than they appear. So you see Ryu's standing medium kick, it might look like it's going to where just his foot is, but if we could see the actual hitbox, it would extend out a little bit. And that's something that they adjusted this time around in Street Fighter, so that way, poking and then whiff punishing is a lot more prevalent. In Street Fighter V, the whiff punish game was a little weird because just the recovery of moves didn't have much recovery, so it was kind of hard to whiff punish consistently, so whiff punishing is more prevalent in Street Fighter 6. Also, Luke's crouching medium kick is another button to be wary about and learn the range. It's pretty easy to whiff punish once you get the range of it down, and then this is how you kind of go into your drive rush combos, is from a whiff punish. So if I whiff punish with Ryu, I visualize this crouching medium kick. Let me try. So there we go. And then you just go into a drive rush combo, but that'll be for a whole separate video. So I'm sure you ran into this situation with Luke, where he uses his light, medium, heavy target combo into his heavy flash knuckle. So if they do this, they're -4, so you can punish. But the thing is, if you try and DI this, you don't see the punish counting occur. So this is actually a DI trap. So this is something to be wary about when fighting him. So one thing I forgot to touch on with his fireball game, and this goes in general except for Guile, because Guile has one of the fastest recovering projectiles in the game, so DIing his Sonic Boom on reaction is going to be a little more difficult. But with Luke, Ryu, and Ken, you can actually react to their fireball in the neutral if they happen to throw it out with a drive impact, and you will counter punish them, and then you can just go for your combo, but try not to do it all the time, because if he happens to do his light fireball, which recovers a lot quicker, I don't even know if you're going to be able to react to that. But yeah, even if you try to, he can just block in time. So only try to react with Drive Impact on the heavy or medium fireball. So some moves I want to go over that are punishable for Luke. First off is his shoulder charge, which is from his quarter circle forward kick stance, which looks like this. So that's EX, it's -6. But if we go ahead and do the regular version, oh, okay, so they're both -6. So if you happen to block it, you should definitely try to punish it. But one thing is, if he happens to do it meaty, it becomes -1. You notice how I managed to hit on the last active frame of the shoulder? I'll just show here. Okay, let's step back here. If he happens to hit it on the last active frame, he can make it to -3 to -1, which is not punishable. So just be wary of that. If you block it up close, definitely punish it. This is -8, so if you have a heavy button that is fast enough, I don't think Ryu has one that's fast enough. Yeah, so crouching is, oh wait, I might have stand back. Yeah, so Ryu's back heavy punch will punish counter it. So yeah, if you happen to just block it, if your character has an 8 frame heavy attack, use that. So one situation I want to touch on, if you happen to get hit by Luke, is an Oki setup off of his standing light punch, medium punch, heavy punch target combo. So what he can do is he can do that and do his stance and then whiff a shoulder charge. And if I happen to try and wake up with a button, he'll meet me. So I'm sitting there, you know, I'm mashing, but I get countered. Even on back roll, he's right point blank. I can't do anything because he just the shoulder charge gives him enough of a frame kill. And what a frame kill is you use a certain amount of recovery frames while they're in a knockdown state, and it pretty much automatically times your meaty for when they get knocked down and get up. So just take that into note, this situation particularly with Luke. One thing you can do is, because Luke has a throw and strike mix-up, what you can do is delay tech, and what that will do is if he happens to throw you, you'll tech, and if he meaties you, you'll block the meaty. You just gotta time your throw. You pretty much just gotta delay it as to if the normal would hit you. So if you time the throw to where if the normal would hit you, you'll block it, or just like a few frames after the hit would connect, you'll block the attack but tech the throw. So this kind of not really beats the situation, because Luke does have a third option. So if you notice, he doesn't have to commit to either. If he thinks you're gonna delay tech each time, he can just backdash and then whiff punish you and get a big combo. For Luke that are punishable are his charge knuckle moves. If they mess up their timing, charge knuckle can be very punishable. In this case, with light, it can be -18. So you can punish with a stand heavy kick with Ryu and then go for a drive rush combo. And if Luke happens to perfect charge the knuckle, it's still -8 and punishable. So there you go. If he happens to, either version of that light flash knuckle is punishable, Okay, so if Luke happens to perfect Flash Knuckle, Medium Knuckle, it's -3, so you can't really punish it. However, you can drive impact it. So, something to take note of. And if he mischarges it and doesn't charge it all the way, it's -10. So you can punish with a heavy button into, okay, stand heavy kick doesn't work. So stand heavy punch, usually for most of the cast, will probably work. And then just go into a drive rush or special cancel. But yeah, that's really it for this guide, I guess. Luke, again, just a overview, is a really good mid-range to short-range character that's good at the fireball game, just like Ryu. He's all about poking you and pushing you to the corner with his stand heavy or stand medium kick and crouching medium kick. So definitely be wary of the ranges of those, so you know where to play at and bait for those whiff punishes. But yeah, if you like this video and it was helpful in any way, drop a like as it helps with the channel. Subscribe. I'm on my way to 1K subs, and hopefully I can make it soon. I definitely plan on covering MK1 when it drops. So I'm going to be covering all the fighting games, giving you all the tips and advice in order to improve. So again, subscribe if you enjoy my content, and I hope you have a good rest of your day. Peace.